Hello,
Good evening,
everyone.
sir.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Sonpari, how are you? Harsh, Jain, Ananya, Kainat. So nice to see you back online again. Uh, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Excellent. Wonderful. How's the thandi there? Very thandi? Hello. Can you hear me? Hello,
Yes,
Vizi.
sir.
Excellent. Just keep on saying yes and no. So at least I know you're listening. Okay. So shall we start now? I think all of us have come here. Who's missing? Tanya, I think, is missing. Anyway, I'll start off. First, I'll share with you the course that we are supposed to do this year. That is term 2. If you can it will just show up on your screens. Master Harsh, are you okay? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. How are you, son?
Fine, sir.
Excellent. Now, basically, it's not much of a difference. This time you have to be careful and remember the mistakes that you made in term 1. Ensure you don't do it again. Like Vidhi, she has a habit of reading things very fast. Oh, skip reading karti hai. Don't do skip reading for your comprehension. In the short tasks, that is creative writing, there's a slight change. Now, this year, this could be subjective. Okay, so we'll have to practice subjective apart from MCQs. That is, you have a formal and informal invitation cards, or their replies to these invitations. Okay, and application for job and report writing has been included in this section. Then the rest is all the same comprehension and extract based like we practiced last time. And in the literature, of course, this is important. We have the Rat Trap, Indigo. Think of you 2 poetries and 2 prose from Flamingo and 3 prose from your what do you call Vista. I'll upload this for you so you can keep a check. Okay. And are you all with me? Am I too fast? Hello? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Now, we'll start off with the lesson Rat Trap. Okay. Now, Rat Trap, the backdrop of this lesson to understand is very important. Now, this story is set, the background of the story is Sweden. And I'll share with you exactly where is Sweden, so you have an idea exactly where is Sweden. So at least you understand, because the country that we are looking at, their culture is different, their background is different. So you must understand. Okay, can you see your screen? I think you can. So here you have Sweden, Norway. This is next to the Arctic Pole, or yes, to the Arctic Pole and North Pole, UK, Ireland, and of course you have this side you have got India, Tajikistan, and then here comes India. So yes, here. So we're quite far actually. We are more towards the equator. If you look on the right side down, and this here is Sweden. Now, basically, Sweden is a very cold country. Take care. And you must understand, okay, this story is set somewhere between 1900s and the Second World War. That is the background of the story. Another thing you may not know, I don't know whether you know this or not, okay, Sweden was and today is the largest exporter of iron. Okay, even today, I think it's the largest exporter of iron. There were many iron mills in those days in Sweden, spread all over Sweden. So this story is related to an iron mill set between 1900 and the Second World War. That's 1944, 1945, where the time is not very clear because it's a generalized version. And so let's start that and then we can carry on, okay? I'll share my screen again with you and we'll come to the lesson. Mangala? Can you see my screen, please? यार ये चुप रहने की आदत आप लोग छोड़ दो. Mr. Harsh?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोलते रहो यार. So at least I feel comfortable. Can you read this for me, please? Anyone? Mr. Harsh, can you read this for me about the author? So we have an idea what we're going to study about. So थोड़ा सा background तो आप
What's the
जानते
pronunciation of
Selma
that name?
Lagerlof.
Selma Lagerlof. Selma Lagerlof, 1858 to 1940, was a Swedish writer whose stories were being translated into many languages.
Slow बेटे
A
slow. बहुत अच्छा
universal
बोलते
theme.
हो. एक तो अपना Mr. Harsh थोड़ा सा pronunciation अच्छा करो अपना. Bring softness because कल आप college जाएंगे and you must take up public speaking etc. थोड़ा सा slow बोलो and clear बोलो. Clear तो हो तुम, slow बोलो थोड़ा सा. Okay, please
A
carry on.
universal theme runs through all of them. A
Excellent.
belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love.
बस इसको if
This
you have a
story
text,
is set
one
amid.
minute, 1 minute. अगर ये है टेक्स्ट बुक तो ये लाइन अंडरलाइन कर दो, नहीं तो I will share this soft copy of this book. I've highlighted this clause. It's very important. This is the core idea of the story. Clear? आगे पढ़िए बेस्ट. आगे पढ़ो बेटे. Yes, Mr. Harsh.
This story is set amidst the mines of Sweden, rich in iron ore, which figure large in the history and legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale.
ठीक है, because there's no time here, there's no nothing. So the basic concept of the story is here. ठीक है, अब आगे चलते हैं. We know where Sweden is. I've already told you where Sweden is. I've already told you. Okay, I'm going to share another screen with you just to give you an idea कि हम क्या पढ़ रहे हैं. Of course, ये notes में भी मैं share करूंगा आपसे. Have a look, please. कौन पढ़ेगा इसे? One of the females. Come on, Sundari. One of the Sundaris, please read.
Is some goodness. The goodness needs to be recognized and encouraged, which in turn can change the attitude of the person.
Okay, I have one question.
The backdrop.
I have one question. Sorry, beta. I have one question. I have a habit of interrupting. Okay, do you believe this sentence? Do you believe this sentence?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
Because that is the basis of the whole story. Okay. Now, आगे पढ़ो बेटे अनन्या. Thank you so much. आगे पढ़िए बेटे.
The backdrop of the story. The story is set in Sweden with the iron mining industry as the backdrop. The story also involves the forge and the iron masters who ran such iron mills and explains their role in the society. They provided shelter and warmth to the homeless and the needy.
Okay, wonderful. Forges. The word is forges. Do you have a look at, can you see this visual clearly on the left side?
Yes, sir.
Or can you recognize what this is? Or can you sort of pechanify what this is? I'll just enlarge it for you. Okay, I'll just enlarge it so that you can see. A forge. A forge is a hot iron furnace where melted iron or iron is melted and given shape. That is called a forge. Okay. And as a verb, forge means to give shape to. Okay. That's the basic idea here. These you'll see in the notes, so nothing else to read here. So we'll go back. I'll share the original textbook. और थोड़ा सा ये पढ़ लेते हैं आप. So you have an idea. Okay. This is a visual. Okay, now. कौन पढ़ेगा? Let's read this first paragraph. Any questions so far? Any questions? Anyone? Yes, Tanya?
No, sir.
Yes, Tanya. What's your question, please?
No, sir, I don't have a question.
You have understood so far?
Yes, sir.
I'll upload the notes for this chapter. I will upload today, tonight, or maybe tomorrow. But please go to the Google Classroom, where I've given a short synopsis of term 1, all the chapters in term 1. Just visit the Google Classroom and just read just a synopsis, very short, maybe a page and a half, about the whole theme of the chapter. Then I will upload the notes, most probably today or by tomorrow, so you can go through the notes also. Can you, Tanya, padhogi bete, once upon a time, yahan se? Read the first paragraph, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. He made them himself at odd moments from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. But even so, the business was not
Especially
profitable, so he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul together. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes.
Excellent.
No one can imagine.
Whoa. Terrible, please. Now, there's a whole lot of information in this paragraph. Agreed or not agreed? Anyone? Parinita?
Yes, sir.
Vidhi? There's a lot of information. Okay. Can someone tell me what all information do we learn in this paragraph? Or rather from this paragraph? Number 1, point wise. We have been introduced to who?
Rat trap peddler.
Yes, a rat trap, a peddler. Yes, excellent, a peddler. Do you know what's a peddler? Yes, does anyone know what's a peddler? I'm going to write a word, okay? Just
Hawker.
check. Yes, hawker, excellent. Excellent. What is a hawker?
The one who sells stuff roaming around some places.
And hawking means to shout and sell your wares. आपने घर पे सुना होगा, वो रद्दी वाला आता है, वो क्या कहता है? Can somebody give me the jingle? वो रद्दी वाला जो चिल्लाता फिरता है रास्ते घर के
बताएगी
बाहर?
सर.
हैं?
तानिया अच्छा से बताएगी.
अच्छा, तानिया. Okay, तानिया. What about Parinita? तानिया. Hey, Sonpari.
Yes, sir.
क्या वो चिल्लाता है बाहर, वो कबाड़ी वाला? Or if you have traveled, like I traveled to Patna, so at the station, chai le lo, chai, garam chai. Have you heard this?
Yes, sir.
और वो मूढ़ी वाला कैसे बेचता है? Come on.
Muri le lo, muri.
Not muri. Yeah, jalmuri.
Jhalmuri.
Jhalmuri.
But they've got a lovely tune to it. That is what a peddler is about. That is what a hawker is about. Now, peddle, if you look on the left side, peddle as a verb. What does that mean? To sell. Okay? और वो साइकिल में क्या करते हैं? पेडल मारते हैं. Do you remember this?
Yes, sir.
या स्कूटर का जो पेडल होता है. That is a verb. And peddler is a noun, a person who peddles goods. Am I clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Please say yes, beti, because अच्छा लगता है. And I know you are following. Okay. So we have, like Vidhi just told us, we have been introduced to a man who sells rat traps. And what are these rat traps made of?
Wires.
Yes, iron means thin wires made of iron. Okay. What else? Now, what else is this paragraph telling me? Give me in one sentence. What else is this paragraph giving us? Or what information, what other information do we get from this paragraph? Yes, Vidhi. Padh lo. Keep the book open. Come on. Parinita, Tanya, Kainat.
The business of rat trap was not profitable enough.
Excellent. Shabash. Now, when you say profitable enough, can you rephrase this sentence in another way? Because profitable enough is not wrong. But if you look at this paragraph, what is the writer pointing out? Is he talking about profit? Or is the writer talking about the poverty with which this man suffered? What is the poverty he suffered? Look at this. To keep his body and soul together. What does that mean? Any idea? Why does he resort to begging?
Survive.
Yes,
His
yes.
bread and
Yes,
butter.
beta. Yes, please ask. Please ask. Continue, Tanya. Sorry.
Oh, so I said keep body and soul together mean to survive.
Yes. That means, in other words, he did not have enough to eat and he did not have enough to clothe himself properly. Remember, it's a cold country. Am I clear? Aap sahi hain bete. But another way, because see the trend of this story, he's not talking about profitability. Mr. Harsh, he's not talking about profitability. Rather, he's talking about the inability of this peddler to have enough to eat, to fill his belly, and to have enough to clothe himself. That's important in this paragraph. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Vidhi. Understood. Wonderful. So, and what is the result of this? What is the physical description that is the writer has given us? Look at the words.
His cheeks were sunken
Yes.
and hunger
Yes. Now, these are, okay, what do you understand by these words, beta? ये तो words आपने यहाँ से pick up कर लिए, excellent, कोई गलती नहीं है इसमें. But can you put this in another way?
That he was poor and malnourished.
Yes, we can say. He was malnourished, yes, wonderful. And because of that, his cheeks were sunken. You know, like this, see my face? देखा आपने किसी को ऐसे? Have you noticed this on the road sometime when you go for classes and all? People who are malnourished, generally their cheeks tend to be like this. You know, they go inside because there's no flesh. And see the next point, hunger gleamed in his eyes. What does that mean? Because eyes are the expression to your thoughts. अब आप देखिए in your class, when a teacher is angry, आप लोग सब पहचान लेते हैं, आज सर का मूड खराब है या मैडम का मूड खराब है, तो कोई नहीं कुछ कहेगा. And when you see a nice happy face or the eyes are shining with happiness, आप कहेंगे सर आज games हो जाए. Sir is very happy. चलो भाई games हो जाए. Am I right or wrong? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. आप बहुत तेज हो आप लोग. Understood? Am I clear? So let's just revise. So what have we learned in this paragraph? We have been introduced to the peddler. ठीक है? He's एक और word आएगा इसमें, vagabond. Okay, tramp. 3 words हैं इसके. Vagabond, tramp, and peddler. 3 words for this. We know that he is unable to feed himself by selling these rat traps. So how did he survive? He survived by petty thievery, or petty thievery means stealing small things, things which people generally would not notice, and or by begging. Okay. And he always looked hungry. Okay, he appeared to be always hungry. And his clothes, they were totally in rags. How would you describe the word rags? And any of the words I can use to give this impression of rags? Yes, please. Overused, torn, I can use to describe rags. Okay, right. Any questions for me so far? Any questions you'd like to ask? Let's go to the second paragraph. Who's going to read the second paragraph? Hello. Pado yaar. Somebody. Parinita, please read. Hello. Vidhi, you read. Kainat,
Yes, sir.
Tanya, please, somebody read, please. Come on, Betty, let's not waste time. Come on.
No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond who plods along the road, left to his own meditations. But one day, this man had
आप बहुत
into a
फास्ट
line
पढ़
of
देखो बहुत फास्ट पढ़ रहे हो आप बेटे विधि slow down, understand and read. This practice you have to do for comprehension also. Can you read this paragraph again for me, beta? Slow and clear. Padhiye.
no one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond who
Shabash.
plods along the road, left to his own meditations.
Puts,
But
okay.
one day, had
Okay.
fallen
हाँ,
to a
चलो
line of thought
Hmm.
which really seemed to him entertaining. He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps when suddenly he was struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the whole world, with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. It
Okay,
had
one
never
sec.
existed.
Just Vidhi, just stop here. I'm going to scroll back. Okay. Now, Vidhi, you've just read, okay? And you read very fast. Dekho, comprehension ke liye, that's why you have a problem. You should read slow. Okay, what do you understand from this paragraph up to the point that we have read? You can read any word meaning, please ask.
The vagabond.
Vagabond is a synonym for tramp, peddler. Okay? लिख लो side में somewhere, tramp or peddler. Actually, the meaning of vagabond, लिख लीजिए बेटे side में, a person who has no place to live and cannot have 3 square meals a day. Such a person is called a vagabond. Clear? Any other word, please?
The plods.
Yes, plods. Plod means to walk with tired feet. Just as you walk after the last lecture in your school is over. How do you walk? Ghas ghas. Yaad hai aapko? Ananya, Mr. Harsh, you may remember this. Tanya, you also may remember this. Kainat may remember this. I used to say in your school, don't drag your feet. Hame jhadu wala nahi chahiye. Do you remember this? Hello? Generally at the dispersal
Yes,
assembly.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yaad hai aapko? I said, don't drag your feet. Hey, jhadu mat do. Come on. So that is the meaning of plod. Plod means when you're really tired and you drag your feet. You know, khas karke. You rugglify your shoes on the ground. That's how it is. That is a way of style of walking and put it. Okay. Any other word? What is the meaning of monotonous? Let me ask you.
Single, alone.
No. Monotonous. Mono and
Black and white.
otonous. Yes, beta. Yes, Tanya.
Black and white.
No, dull. Without excitement. That is monotonous.
एक जैसा monotonous.
हाँ, monotonous. Yes, एक जैसा. Dull. You know, like a routine. Dull routine. Nothing exciting happens. Such a life is called monotonous. Because you had the same routine every day. Nothing exciting. Any other word? So, you've got this idea now. In brief, not more than 2 sentences, can you tell me what is the basic idea up to the place where Vidhi has just read? Was nothing but a rat trap up to this point. What is the idea that we have learned in this paragraph? What is your interpretation of this information? I want that. Not more than 2 sentences.
His life was miserable.
His life was
Terrible.
terrible. Yes, okay, 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 okay. And see the sentence which I have underlined in yellow or highlighted in yellow. Can you read this? But one day, this man had fallen into a line of thought. What does that mean? Anyone? What does that mean?
एक दिन सोच में पड़
Mr. Harsh, Hindi में नहीं. Give me in English, please. Very simple. 3 word का answer है ये. A thought came to him. Very simple. Okay. And what is the thought that came to him? Or he started thinking in a certain way. What was his chain of thought or what is his line of thinking? क्या था उसका? What is the thing? That the whole world was nothing but a big rat trap. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So what did he say? He said, oh, the big whole world is a rat trap. How is it a rat trap? आगे पढ़िए. पढ़ो बेटे. Somebody can somebody.
Never existed. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork. And as soon as anyone let himself to be tempted to touch the bait, it closed in on him, and then everything came to an end.
Excellent. समझ में आया? Can somebody, any word you like to ask me first?
Baits, the baits.
Exactly, baits. I knew somebody would ask me. A bait is what do you call? क्या बोलते हैं? What is lalach in English? Lalach?
Greed.
Greed.
Okay. Something which you give to, just give me a second, please. Let me see. Just a sec, please. Okay. I don't know the exact word. Okay. For example, all of you know what is a चूहेदानी. चूहेदानी के क्या रखते हैं अंदर जिसे चूहा आके उसमें पकड़ा जाता है? What is it, that thing that we keep?
Bread or cheese.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So that, what is, उसको हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं? What do we call that bread and cheese? That in English is called bait. Okay. Am I clear? I'll give you the English word. That it is called bait. Yes. Sorry. Something to lure someone. Yes. अब मेरे दिमाग में आया. Yes. I'll just write the word here. And there are 2 ways I can use this. Bait as a noun. Okay. क्या लिखा मैंने? Can somebody read, please? Can someone read this for me?
Bait, noun, something to lure your victim.
Exactly.
Bait, verb, to lure someone.
Okay, what is lure? Lure means to attract someone, to force someone to follow you. For example, can you use that? For example, yes. Remember in the 4th, 5th class, the teacher used to give us toffees. That is actually a bait. हाँ, आपको मैं टॉफी दूंगी, आप चुपचाप क्लास में बैठ जाओ. Oh, if you do well, I'll give you a toffee or a chocolate. We all used to do that. That was a bait for us. Okay, to trap us. That is it. Okay. And for example, when you go, I don't know if you go fishing or not. When we go for fishing, वहां पर भी हम कोई आटे का टुकड़ा, hook के ऊपर लगा के we put it into the water to catch the fish. That is also called bait. Okay. Any question?
No, sir.
I'll just give you the complete meaning here. I'll just give you the actual meaning, another meaning here, okay? Okay. See, to entice by deception or trickery so as to entrap or destroy. That is the actual meaning of bait as a verb. Okay, as a verb. Excellent. आगे चलें?
Yes, sir.
So, in this paragraph, we have learned one most important thing. What is that? The thought of the beggar, of the tramp, of the what you call rat trap seller. And this is related to your heading or the title of the story. What is the title of the story? Rat trap.
Rat trap.
Excellent. So now, Vidhi, you tell me, what is the essence of this paragraph? What is the essence? And it's very important. You can mark this if you have your textbook, just mark it, the whole paragraph. Yes, anyone else, please? Come on, guys. Ananya, Parinita, Sonpari, Kainath, Harsh, anyone, please? Give me the in short. What is the importance of this paragraph? Okay, let me put it this way. Yes, Vidhi.
According to him, the whole world was a rat trap.
Excellent. Now, my next question. Please keep a mic on. Keep your mic on. How, in what way, according to the tramp, the world was a rat trap? Read the highlighted portion. Yes,
So everyone gets traps because of a greed.
No, bitte, no, sorry. No, not because of greed. No. See, dekhe, look at just read the highlighted portion. It offered, yahan se padhiye, offered. Tanya?
It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing.
Okay,
exactly as the rat trap.
One sec, bitte. Did this peddler have any of these things?
No, sir.
Excellent. So the world offered all this. For example, जैसे अभी Mr. Harsh Jain ने अभी मुझे एक मैसेज दिया कि सर इट्स एक्सट्रीमली कोल्ड. ठीक है, ठंड लग रही है. But there are people who don't have proper clothing and yet they survive because they have attuned their body and mentality to avoid the cold. वो survive कर जाते हैं because they don't think about the cold. But because we are used to this, what you call not luxury, necessities of life, so we are trapped because we want this as a regular thing. We cannot do without it. Am I clear? So actually, to the peddler, this appeared to be a trap. आपने वो कहानी सुनी है? Oh, grapes are sour. Has anybody heard about this story?
Yes, sir.
कैसे है? What is the theme? What is the lesson that we learn from this story?
So when we can't achieve something, we think it's unnecessary.
Thank you very much. अब ये dialogue देखिए इसका. The peddler could not achieve any of these things. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो उसने कहा अरे अंगूर खट्टे हैं भाई. The whole world is a rat trap. समझ गए नहीं समझ गए?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What did you understand? What did you understand? बताइए. हाँ बताइए. You're on the right track, बेटे. बिल्कुल सही ट्रैक पे हैं. Just give me the answer. And इंग्लिश में कहते हैं grapes are sour. ये लिखा है मैंने नीचे. बिल्कुल सही. तानिया is absolutely correct. बहुत सही कहा. Okay. Now you explain. Yes, bete. Please continue.
Didn't offer any joy, shelter, and food to peddler, so he says the whole world is rat trap.
Yes, exactly, because he cannot achieve any of these. For his own satisfaction, जैसे fox ने कहा था, लोमड़ी ने कहा था, रे अंगूर खट्टे हैं. He says, the world is a rat trap. In fact, actually, if you look at it one way, he's correct. As supposing in the winters, I don't wear this muffler and collar, I will feel cold, but I will survive without this muffler, shuffler, and all. So I'll get used to that. But once I get these things of riches, something which I can afford, a jacket, shacket, here, I get used to it. There is a time when I will not be able to do without it. Hence, I'm trapped. I would like to have better and more. This is what he's saying. Am I clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, bete. Okay, wonderful. Parinita? Where's she? Parinita?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया बेटे या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So, sure, na? Because this is very important. Once you understand it, the rest is easy. अब चलिए आगे बेटे. Let's go. Who's going to read further? ये next paragraph पकड़ लीजिए बेटे. Come on, I don't feel last time की तरह मत time waste करो. I have a lot of work to do for you all. पढ़िए.
The world had, of course, never been very kind to him, so it gave him unwanted joy to think ill of it in this way. It became a cherished pastime of his during many dreary ploddings to think of people he knew who had let themselves be caught in dangerous snare, and of others who were still circling around the bait.